It arrived without a return address. A small, perfectly wrapped package sitting on Emily's doorstep, tied with a deep crimson ribbon. She frowned, glancing down the empty street. No footsteps in the snow, no sign of a delivery truck. Just the package. Bringing it inside, she turned it over in her hands. No name, no markings, just flawless black paper, cool to the touch. A strange unease crept into her stomach as she hesitated before untying the ribbon. Inside was a small wooden box. Old but polished. It smelled faintly of burnt wood and something else. Something metallic like rusted iron or dried blood. Emily's breath hitched as she lifted the lid. Inside lay a single antique key. She had no idea what it unlocked. That night as she lay in bed, she swore she heard something, a faint clicking sound like a key turning in a lock. But every door in her apartment was closed. Secure. She told herself it was just her imagination. Until she saw the box again the next morning. It was back on her doorstep, wrapped exactly as before with the same crimson ribbon. But the key was gone. Her hands shook as she unwrapped it, half expecting to find something inside. Instead, the wooden box was empty, except for a single note written in spidery handwriting. It fits. Emily's heart pounded. Fits what? She checked the doors, the windows, her closet. Everything was as she had left it. She even checked her neighbor's doors, but there was no sign of forced entry anywhere. Then her phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. No name. No photo. Just 2 words, check your front door. Dread settled over her like a suffocating blanket. Slowly she turned the lock and cracked the door open. The hallway was empty. But just as she was about to shut it again, she saw it. Another box. This one was larger. Wrapped in the same black paper. Tied with the same crimson ribbon. But something inside moved. A soft, shifting sound like fabric brushing against wood. Emily's breath came in short gasps as she bent down, hands trembling as she reached for the ribbon. Her instincts screamed at her to run, to leave it alone, to throw it away. But something deeper, something insidious, compelled her to open it. The ribbon fell away. The paper tore. She lifted the lid. Inside was a mirror. Small, cracked down the center. And in its reflection, she wasn't alone. Behind her, just over her shoulder, stood a tall, shadowed figure. Hollow eyes. A twisted grin. And dangling from its bony fingers, the key. Her scream was swallowed by the dark. But that was not the end. The next morning, Emily woke up to find the mirror propped against her nightstand. The crack had grown wider. At its edges, something moved, a writhing, shifting darkness, like a mass of hands pressed against the glass from the other side. She tried to throw the mirror away, but no matter what she did, it always reappeared in her apartment. One night, she heard her front door unlock on its own. Click. The sound echoed through the apartment. She grabbed her phone, but the screen was black, unresponsive. The lights flickered and the air grew heavy. A cold breath slid across the back of her neck. Turning slowly, she saw the mirror, its surface rippling. The shadow inside grinned wider. The door creaked open. And Emily finally understood. The key had never been for her door. It had been for her. And now it was open.